Divine Feminine, come in. Come on, I've got intel. Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Divine Feminine, your haters, the killers, yes baby, they left you like a killer when they thought you was at your last legs, when it was only what? The beginning of the race of endurance to see the fittest survive. And you are fit, Divine Feminine, fit for the task. Professor of the puzzle, don't you know? Pinky's up. Yes, baby. They are in amazement, shocked. Their mouths are open, a perfect O for the gingivitis to seep out in their air-bending ways. Yes, baby, it's a whole plethora of peccadillos that we will be unpacking today. We're going to kick off with the Lord's Prayer in light of my sister's passing on the 28th. And today is my mother's birthday. She's 84 today. No, I will not be seeing her. I've already completed my soul contract with my mother last week Friday because of what? The head backstabbing emissary little finger. I'm not angry. No. I was able to hug her and buy her something with my own coin. I got to spend time with her, quality time, even though I was in the devil's playground. I did it. Peace, darling dears, is something you can't buy or barter, and I have that. As do you, Divine Feminine, as your haters are unprepared for your next chapter. I know. Them bitches are clutching the pearls they can't afford, blood. Yes, baby, them are clutch them as they shine freshly in the sunlight as the SHIT that they be. We're going to kick off, darling dears, with the Lord's Prayer. I love the way the Muslim shows supplication, so I'll be holding my hands like this today. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those who trespass against us. As we forgive the Lord Jesus, Mercury retrograde, and someone is here who doesn't want me to say it. This happened before on the day of my sister's passing. Today, as I said, is my mother's birthday, and the scandalous and skullduggerous are arming up, suiting up, waiting for me to jettison in like what? The lamb to slaughter. Big Cat knows exactly what she did and what she's doing. Let them be on red alert, blood. Anyhow, let's dive back into the prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, so forever and ever. So be it, moat. Nearly finished before I finished. Amen. Energies up, Divine Feminine. Your haters are at hawky sticks at dawn, trying to what? Mount an attack on someone who is not even in that place anymore. Given back the wood, Divine Feminine. Found something better to do with your time. What's that? Consult with the divine. Love on yourself. Your progeny, if you have them. Take care of the body and the bag. Speaking about the body and the bag, it's day 2 for your 100 squats per day. I started last week so that I could give you the ambience of what you was going to be coming across. The first 2 days was wicked and will be wicked for you. But don't give up. divine feminines and the masculines and whosoever is joining in this challenge. What you will also experience by week 2 is the strengthening of your pelvic muscles. I know! You tried the Kegels, you tried everything. But this will pull it all back into place. And for those whose scrotums are what's swinging on the low side, you better start squatting it out, mate. Otherwise you'll be dragging your balls forever. Ha ha! Pardon the pun. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Yes, baby. Oh, Empress in town, thank you very much. I was so deep into my prayers and pointing out what needs to be pointed. I told you I'm a pointer, not a picker. Right? Empress, new Empress in town, going straight in the Big Cat Chronicles. And who else? Let's see. Let's scroll back up. Gigi, Wagwan, you're good? Fist bump, darling dears. Fist bump. Let's slide through the comments. See who was first here. See who was quick off the mark as they interrupted their busy co-creating day to come and have a tete-a-tete with the big cat, no less. Fist bump. Enough respect to you, darling dear, because I know you're busy. First in the chat, darling dear, was the new Empress in town. Fist bump. We also have Nico, Miss Neffy, Majesty. They are not worthy. We've got snaps. Click your finger and it will roll with you. Yes, baby. Susie, Spicy Paces, Wagwan, Keshi Washington. I'm glad you popped in. Who have we got? Jojo Ray. Yes, baby, I see you. Sammy. Hello. Who's that? Mr. Kelly. Atia McCarthy. Who else is here? We see Gigi. What's going on, darling dear? Alexis Holmes. I see you sliding through, darling dear. Coming for the mocha, eh? Why not? Who's that? Trocius, good lord. What's that? And we've got Karen. Fist bump. Glad you could slide through, Karen. Keep all of those marauders at bay. Do it. Do it. Kelly Palestine. Mercury retrograde is working strong. I saw it cut out then. But I'm a tenacious cat. And I've got something to tell you. It's intel, darling dear. Intel. As we speak on these what haters. I'm tenacious, it's determined to keep interrupting, but I will keep pressing the reconnect. Right. The planetary energies today, darling dears. The moon. I told you the moon can be skullduggerous, always moving about, the swiftest moving planet amongst all the celestial bodies, darling dears. It's in Pisces. Pisces, the 12th house of karma, darling dear. Spirituality, solitude, isolating. It's also for endings and healings. Yes, babe, and it speaks about the afterlife. My condolences for those that have lost someone during this time. It's also what? A brushing down and a run through your subconscious, darling dear. And today being what? A palindrome. A palindrome in numerology is where a number can be read backwards and forwards the same way. Yes, baby. This said palindrome won't be back for another 200 years when we are all brown bread and at the feet of the maker. Right. As I was saying, it's a highly spiritual day today, darling dears. I was going to call a prayer move, but Clam Chowder, is it Clam Chowder or Chowder? Suggested that we do it at what? 22:22. We'll be meditating and praying, darling dear, tonight, whilst we're still under the energy of the new moon in Aquarius, as we set our intentions, darling dears. We move when the celestial bodies say move. And as I told you before, darling dears, all the planets will be direct from the 3rd of February until the 19th of April. This is the time when your gangster will come with the je ne sais quoi. You will be shooting from that spiritual whap, darling dear, co-creating, working like a field hand, but we will be serving quality as we move from the bricks and mortar to the clicks and order. I told you, big cat, you was earmarked as black sheep for a reason. You was meant to open their closed eyes, highlight the dysfunctions, and show them the way. And what did they do? They said, get out of town, like he was the ugly duckling. Well, guess what? You give them the swan with love and light, two of these and one of those, because you learn divine feminine to only go where you are loved. And if you are forced or opportunity presents itself for you to go into the devil's pit, the devil's playground, you're going in there to what? Dip up under them nasty blood clot with facts, darling dear. Facts. And then you'll sashay away, come through, RuPaul, push, clap, darling dears. It's a bushel. Let's get back to the planetary energies. This luminary, combined with other planetary action, can bring some sweeping changes and desires to the surface, darling dear. They desire to what? Kill your stone dead, take away your skrillers.com and your common sense. And you desire what? Abundance, prosperity, peace. Jupiter, the planetary is the planetary ruler of Pisces, darling dear. And when this planet, the planet such as Jupiter, is in its dignitary, it marks a time to take action towards bettering one's love life and financial circumstances. Well, we know how to better our love lives, darling dear. You get the cribbages, right? Those Klingons that like to cling on in the back, bringing up the old bones of the past. I already told you, we're the coach of the red flag team. Players are on the alert, darling dear, and they scuttle like cockroaches when you lead with the truth, darling dear. Oh, it's lovely, the truth, darling dear. You don't have to shout, you don't have to swear, you just do one quick dub plate remix, one time, just clang, clang, clang. Yes, that's how it hit them. Like a bag of spanner's blood. Anyway, back to the planetary energies, right? As I said, Jupiter is the dignitary of Pisces, darling dears. Forward movement in the love life, as well as the financial, your pocketbook, your handbag, your skrillers.coms. This means we will push for all lucky and abundant matters. You're wondering what's the lucky matter case? Whatever you find your passions in, darling dear. I told you, you follow it to the letter. You find it in the 2nd, the 6th, and the 10th house, and you work with your North Node. You have to also be careful today, darling dears, and be cautious with maxing out your skrillers on a purchase that is not necessary at this stage of the game. The camera's not right, you can't see my email address. But I fixed it. I fix everything, darling dear. But you must also keep in mind, darling dears, that Mercury is still in retrograde, no less. Skullduggerous Mercury. And guess where Mercury is? Still in the stellium, mate, of Aquarius. Yes, baby. A stellium is when multiple planets are gathering together in an astrological sign or house, darling dears. Nothing is set in stone, darling. You can always revise and edit unfolded events down the line. You have to remember, certain things when they drop in your hemisphere is not for you to understand at that time. It's for you to grow and be the baddest cat in your field. Then you will understand the journey. It's important to be clear about what you want and what you want to bring into fruition. This is why I tell you to write it down, darling dears. We have what? We're in the 2nd day of the new moon in Aquarius. Tomorrow will be the 3rd day of the new moon, darling dears. I suggest you burn that under the light of the new moon, setting your intentions. Let anybody think what they want to think, because they're going to thunk it anyway, darling dears. After them biznae, nothing to do with a big cat, who's what? Co-creating in the name of Father God Most High. Thank you very much. Angel love. Right, we're gonna jump straight in, guys. We're not gonna dance around the topic of the haters, aka fools. Yes, baby, fools, idiots, and they're what? Stupid. CHEWPED. They do not understand what you're doing with your life. They don't understand that you are living in what? Delayed gratification. Working now to what? Live off the benefits of said work, the seed you plant. In the future, we are looking towards the long term. This is why when we pray now, we pray with supplication. We are what? Praying and guiding that energy towards ourselves. A fool's lips will always walk them into a fight. Proverbs 18:6. Wounds from a friend, kisses from an enemy. Proverbs 27:6. All the sixes, darling, they are coming through. Everything is a multiple of the three, darling, dear. And Tesla already told us the key to the universe is 3, 6, and 9. Work that bitch out, and you will be what? Fluffy and floaty as you bend the matrix, darling, dear. You see, the thing is, darling dears, what Cupid didn't understand, there's a difference between angry and there's a difference between done. Matthew 10:14, dusting off the sandals blood and heading out. Tinky Winky Styley, never to be seen around these deaf dealers again. They are what? Captain of the pole-bearing team. When you look at these peasants, they're peasants and morsels. You will see the wickedness in their plan, and you will see how insignificant they are in your abundance. They can't beat your heart. They can't what? Flash your eyelash extensions. And they sure as shiznai cannot what? Buy you a lace front, darling dear. Not with the karmatic coins that they have. When you're angry, you live festering, meditating on what was done, did, what happened, who did what, where. You're stuck in the Cluedo of it all, darling dears, when there's no need for that. You can draw a line on it, underneath it, right, and be done. Dos Vidania with 2 of these and 1 of those. You don't wish them bad luck. No, you wish them well. You pray for your enemy, darling dear, because they don't realize what fire and brimstone is going to rain on them. Because when they perpetrate these heinous crimes against a big cat, right? It has already been written that it will fall to their 2nd and 3rd generation. They didn't even care about their progeny or their progeny's progeny when they was doing their wickedness in their little finger way blood, the hidden hand. Well, it's not really hidden. God saw everything. When you're done, like I said, you dust off your sandals and you head out. This means, Divine Feminine, you have outgrown the situation, person, circumstance. All of that it doesn't fit you anymore. They took you to where you did not need to arrive. You arrived at your stress threshold, darling dear, where your what psychological password was in tatters, having been bandied around by bottom feeders with little finger waist man or waist girl ways. It took you to a place where you did not even recognize yourself. Yes, baby, they was pepper bombing you, right, with the cognitive dissonance. You realize, darling dear's Divine Feminine, it was the 1-2 step of your life, the best step you could have ever taken, the one you took into the unknown, and while you was there, you bent the matrix and achieved success. Imagine that. You don't need these energy vampires that seek to take and take again, and not pour nothing back into you except hate and darkness. These haters need to step it up, darling dears. They're too busy taking note of your success in the what? Nosebleed section, the Mud Hut at 911, Freddy Krueger Avenue, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned, no less. Right next to the sign that says you can't F off past this point. Guess where the road trip on the spiritual short bus is going today? Past that point, blood. Hey, hey! Past that point. Well, my mother always said, any bird that flies too fast always flies past its nest. And lazy dog always eat dirty pudding. She also said that the wicked will want for your ribs. Really? On. Divine, this is why they're hating. Is the achievement of purpose, which evolves as you evolve, darling dears. And you understand this as you see. I had to reconnect again. You don't hold. I told you your memory anguish in it. No, that's keeping you in the what? The DNS. You go back there to what? Plug that file. Make sure that none of a skullduggeress fit in the same MO is allowed in your what? VIP circle, darling dear. You don't hold grudges, you hold facts. You understood Divine Feminine, the mistake of being around them, and to repeat it would be a decision. One that you did not want to make and keep making on this Malkuth when everything is afoot and full on change is in the wind, darling dear. And guess what? The underestimated, the rise of the big cat is afoot, darling dears. It's afoot. Eleanor Roosevelt said, when you do what you feel is in your heart and it is right, be prepared to be criticized. So do it anyway. Start. I insist. Pinkies up. Right. Let's dive in, darling dears. We're going to lead with a runestone. See what's going on with these marauders and the energies that surround us at this moment in time. Yes, we are lounging today. I got my squats in. But you'll find along the journey next week, as I'm in my second week, because I had to start it out to let you know what was going to go on with these 100 squats per day. You'll find that you're going to want to do more as you realize that your pelvic muscles is tightening, darling dear. I'm talking about the fire hydrant, the donkey kick, as well as what? The clam, darling dears. 15 on each side, darling dears. I told you when you get to the beach this year in your bathing wear, your costumes, right, is going to caress you in a lovely way. Not cling for dear life, blood. Not cling for dear life. You don't want nobody tracking you with their eyes on the beach and they're taking their secret pictures. Next thing you know, you're on World Star. Good God. Or turned into a meme. No, listen. Shiver me timbers. Get 2, darling dear, and it's both the Glastonbury soapstone. Where's the other one gone? Here it be, darling dears. When the sun shines, it shines forever. Yes, baby, the sun card in tarot. This is Swallow, darling dears, represented by the numbers 76, 77, 78, and 79. This is serving success. This also screams of what? Reaching many goals, secret goals, the ones you accumulated in silence, darling dear, as you learn to what? Validate yourself, Divine Feminine. You had to, because if you went amongst the wicked, they made your achievement seem like nothing when they couldn't even achieve it if they had a team and God was what? Leading said team for them. Why? Because they're bottom fingers and they're ecopraxic. They try to copy you, but it's always going to be just like Luther Vandross's curl. Doesn't quite make it. Swallow, represented by the letter Yes, darling. Yeah, somebody's having to take deep swallows and deep breaths as you continue to bend the matrix. And you're looking fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Why do they know? Because they're gang stalking, blood. They're your fans. They are. Just get over it, Divine Feminine. They're fans. Mm. The Sun card, darling dear, this also speaks about inner child, your inner child wounds, having what that divine light shone on them, able to heal them. This also speaks about abundance. Some of you are going on holiday. Some will also find themselves to be what? Pregnant in this season. Congratulations, as one member passed, a new child will be born, darling dear. The circle of life. This also speaks about what? Walking into a season of fidelity. First and foremost, Divine Feminine, with yourself. This also is what? A harmonious season. One which I believe is going to be nice. Nice. Love it. I don't hate it. I love it. Your second rune, darling dear. Oh my God! Hold on to your lace fronts, guys. You've got a blank rune, a clean slate. Make a wish, Divine Feminine. Your wish is about to be granted. And be careful what you wish for. And make sure that you what? Be exact. And to the point. Don't just fire off of the hip. I want to get married. Listen, if you just fire off something like that, you will open the gates of Hades. Right? You need to put in exact terminologies of what you're requiring. The blank rune, darling dear. Fortunate for you as the sun shines on you, darling dear. Good luck, fortunate events, having raised your vibration. This is also what? A calling in of your true soul tribe. Oh, this is link up season. Oh, guess what? That will be fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Why? You will read their soul, darling dear. Not their face, not their bodily movements, but their soul. And soul will recognize soul. Some of you are not realizing the season where you felt lonely, even though you was never alone. You're about to be added to in a big way, and that leads with the loyalty as the sun shines on the baddest and biggest cats on this Malkuth, the ones that are awake and aware. Let me touch on something else, darling dear. We're gonna go into astrology just for a few minutes, can I? But then again, who gonna check me, boo? To find fame in your birth natal chart, fame and success, I've got a few points. Look for the sun in your 10th house, darling dear. It what screams of you're meant to be a boss. Yes, baby, it does. The 11th house, right? Whatever you've got going on in there, right? It screams of what? Popularity, success with the masses, especially if your Mars is there. Right? And especially if what? Venus and Neptune and Pluto form some form of a trine. You know how I love a trine. Fortunate, fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Venus, Jupiter, and Pluto, right? Contact anywhere on your birth chart, in contact with each other's. It shows that you are abundantly blessed and will be blessed with abundance. Yes, darling dears. This is why I tell you, your birth natal chart is so important. I nearly said in Porsche. Somebody's going into a Porsche. Beep, beep. Put on your darkest glass and drive straight past the bottom feeders. They come with cursed souls and those envious eyes and those sucker pad hands looking for a sucker. What else did I find? If you find Venus and Pluto hooking up somewhere, it shows that you will be successful in the entertainment field, right? Sun in the 7th house especially, right? If this person can disconnect from their ego, they will be well liked, well received. That was just a little peccadillo. Rewind and go back through it and then go to your birth natal chart. I insist, darling dear. Everything is a teaching moment with the big cat as the Chronicles continues. Right. You have the blank rune and swallow. a clean slate. Make your wish and make it be your deepest desire. But what? Put it to the letter. Right. Let's get the energies around you. We're going to use is it the Distant Traveler Oracle deck? I've got the book, but I'm not looking for it, mate. Well, not too hard. I'm not looking for it. Go and find where Aquarius is in your chart, darling dear. Find the house and the planet that's in it. Work with those energies today as you meditate on the what? Palindrome. What? The one that will not be back for 200 years. Not like this. Not in the configuration of all the twos. And all the twos of today's date goes to a 10 for transformation, completion, right? And the beginning of a new cycle. No less. What's this? Your first card. Passion and pleasure, darling dear, as you dance to the beat of the universe. This also speaks about a duo. As I said, some will be traveling, maybe camping, darling dears. But again, we see a big full moon, harvest season. Something is going to kick off for some of my big cats around the full moon. This is about you, what? Savoring your life. I told you, don't take your energies where you know you will be attacked by what? A feeble-minded simpleton who's going on the day trip, the field trip, on the spiritual short bus, right next to the sign that says, you can't F off past this point. That's where they're going, mate. Come through Bob Marley. You dance in the rain, darling dears, as others just get wet. And they are wet with tears. And they're sweating. Somebody feels sweated out. They're wondering what your future holds as they do what? Count your pentacales in the background. Oh, no, the best accountants are the jelly bogelli. Yes, the envious ones, the mouth breathers. From what? Shaky grounds, darling dear. They love to count what other people's got so they can hate on it. They're feeling extremely lonely. Somebody's going for a period of solitary confinement. Could be in the prison. But they're going through betrayal. I'm feeling betrayal in the air. Codependent, darling. There's something about the ego being amigo. Am I going to take all these cards? No, this says journey by moonlight and crossing bridges. Yes, baby. As you cross the bridges, you will do what? Bombs over Baghdad. Come through outcast. You don't go back. Go back and turn into Lot's wife? I think not, Scotty. I think not. Cleansing waters. Some of you have to what? Go and what? Cut that cord again. And what? Have what? The spiritual bath. I told you Psalms 91. Psalms 121. Proverbs 31:10. Purification activates vibrant life force, and this is where I get my best influx of positive energies is when I'm beside a body of water. But I'll take a tree and grass when I can't get to the sea, darling dear. I'm not picky. I told you, I'm a pointer. Spa day is set for some people today. And we see a dragonfly for transformation, darling dear. Today is definitely a day for what? Relaxing, meditating, dotting our I's and crossing our T's, divine feminine, as we plan, plot, and what? Action. On our what? Our greatest move, as we continue to live our best lives, darling dear. As we sip our mochas, because your hairline comes first, blood. Your hairline is very important. Tell them at the back. Base of the deck, first light. The first light of tomorrow, darling dears. Action, game on. I'm telling you, work like a field hand. Get the knowledge in your chosen field. If you need to get it worldwide, darling dears, you have the blank rune. Able to what? Activate your deepest wishes and desires. The planetary energies already served that up. Beginning of a new cycle, darling dear. The one you write for yourself. The baddest of them all. Divine feminine. Your haters ain't ready for this new chapter. Because you're going to be what? Slick with it. Yes, loving this beat. Moving in silence, darling dear. Co-created in the name of Father God Most High. Having what? Become the professor of the puzzle. Game, set and match as you look them in their proverbial eye. Because we meet them nowhere. Why? We've seen the first 48 blood. We are what? Connoisseurs of CSI. You'll be dropping it on many a cranium as they what? Count your pentacales from the nosebleed section as they're about to board the spiritual short bus, right? On a field trip past the sign that says, do not F off past this point. Yes, baby. All of this and that is going on. Yeah. I've got a new deck. Let me tell you something. There's a few things you cannot trust case around. You cannot trust me around honeydew melons. You cannot trust me around an almond, lightly salted, from Tesco's no less, pinkies up. You cannot trust me around the mocha. And you sure as she's naive cannot, I repeat, cannot trust me around the pack of plain playing cards, blank playing cards and Sharpies, mate. I'll get down and dirty. I picked up this deck yesterday and I said, I'll just write a few before I tire and I need to go to bed, right? And before I know it, 104 was out. You say when divine wants you to move, Father God sneaks up on you and makes you think, I'll just do a bit of the talks. Well, lickety split, it was done, darling dear. We'll see what's working for us amongst this new deck I contrived yesterday. These nails are accursed. They're accursed. Listen, these nails have me what? Calling in the progeny to come and pick up bits off the floor. I can't drop nothing and get it back for myself. They've got me what? Scuppered to a certain degree. But take them off? No. Didn't cross my mind, blood. Just learn to be more dexterous. Let's see what's going on. What's the... Oh! Baby! Look at this divine feminine. Lean in, big cat. Somebody wants to be a time traveler. Someone wants to interrupt the space and time continuum. We'll be looking at that. Well, yes, we agree with that. Who wants to sneak back in on your shiznai and bring what? Nothing but darkness. I told you, you invite the wrong people into your domicile, your hemisphere, darling dears. You will come up missing many things. Joy, happiness, your luck, your common sense, blood, your flip-flop would be held to ransom with your hairline as the price, blood. Yes, you'll be missing this and that. You'll be missing your what? The health of your genitalia, darling dears. Because they always come through with what? The dub plate remix. Yes, baby. So a time traveler's got you on their mind, have they? Imagine that. Let's get this music back on because it stopped. Yes, baby. The time traveler has you on their mind. What else is going on? What? Oh! Abusive were they, but it came out in the reverse. We're gonna look at that. You know how I love a 3 and the multiples of 3. So hopefully it'll be 3 cards and not 369, blood, because we ain't got the time, darling dear. Told you, we're meditating and getting great, having done our 100 squats as we tighten our pelvic muscles. In the name of the Most High, we will be what? Praying together tonight. Greenwich Mean Time at 22:22, darling dears. We'll be taking a knee with our what? Our intentions, because we already saw the blank room. It's go for you. And when the sun shines on you, it shines forever. One more card, please. Let's press on, because you play with us. Oh, baby, divine feminine. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power. I told you, the haters aren't ready for you. You recreated yourself bossed up on bitches and mitches, left with what? A solid bag. A bag, as you did the Tinky Winky, darling dears. Yes, a solid bag. But it's only one of the multiple streams of passive income that you're getting too. Yes, baby. This robe is so slippery, blood. Like them. Let's get the tarot on the table and see what's going on with this time-traveling motherfucker from the pits of Hades. What's the matter with them? Why do they want to come back? Let me get a deck so we can see exactly what's going on with them. We're going to use the Witch's Tarot deck. Why not, eh? Or should we... No, we're not going to use the Vampire. Oh! Conflict and confusion, eh? They want to argue. They feel as though you're in competition with them. When no one's checking for your blood. Boo. Senora, senorita, no one's checking for your blood. Yes. They come to what? With a knife to stab you in your back chakra. Arguing and fighting, malicious, abusive. Yes, and they're active with it. This time traveler. I laugh, darling dears. Peasants doing peasant shiznai. You don't talk to them, so I don't know how they're going to contact you, right? Hey, they like to interrupt you on the astral plane. They can't get you on the phone. They can't find you in public because you don't perpetrate or what? Go to the soirees that they go to. Airbenders and fools. What's going on with the time traveler? They're at a quandary, darling dear. They need to make a blind decision. They're being effed over in their situation. This is insurmountable what? Indiscretions and what? What's this? Look at this, guys. They've got this point A and point B going on around them. And they want to bring those bad vibes around you. Listen, if that don't get you foaming at the mouth, I don't know what will. I heard screaming, a door slam, and some feet scuttling. Face of the deck, darling dear. In the reverse. Return to sender. This is the chariot on its back, doing a full-on break dance, like the evil one that tried to break dance in her car and ended up climbing a pole and traumatizing two unsuspecting individuals. This also speaks about an accident. Either their vehicle's broken down, right, and a piece of shit, they're jealous of the Flintstones, right, or they're going to have an accident. Yes, baby. And they're going to make a decision whether to lie about it or tell the truth. Well, they haven't seen CSI, blood. They can say whatever they want. The evidence, the facts speak for themselves. Somebody's stuck and wants to make a decision, darling dear. They don't know how to approach you, right? They've been unsuccessful. Yes. Baby. And it's a situation where you either clean their clock, right? Kung Fu Panda! Hiya! Where you been, blood? We've missed you. I didn't have nobody to chop yesterday. Hiya! For yesterday and today. Yes, baby. Glad you could pop in and slide through. Who's that? The Queen of the Empress. Hello, darling dear. Lisa Scott, Epiphany Proudfoot, Fist Bump. Who's that? Linda, Maggie, hello. And Red Violet Crystals. Yes, baby, they can't F with you, darling dear. Look at this bullshit apology. They're coming in as a page. This is a cup of hopium, fucking and cognitive dissonance. And I told you, they're a time traveler. So they are what? Adept at recreating history. Baby. They're hoping that you've forgotten. They're hoping that you've forgotten what they did. Did you forget, Divine Feminine? Did you really forget point A and point B? Did you? I did think so. I'm not sure. Has anyone forgotten? They want to come and offer up an apology as a page. Some of them are on the down low. Down low for what I don't know. Something that they need to be upfront about. This is somebody coming with a tiny cup. We also see a fish in the cup. If this is a love situation that this time traveler wants to interrupt the space and time continuum with, right? They've got a whole secret baby in the background, a whole naked baby that they're going to keep quiet. Hope that you'll what? Blindly accept them back. And believe whatever if shit they've created in their world. Believe what they said. Listen, you may have been born at night, but not last night, mate. Hey, they want to come and interrupt you. What else do we need to know about the time traveler? Because time is of the essence. We're nearly at the 60 minutes. I told you I'm a chatty cat. The romance angels fell into my hands. So it must be them. Right. What else do we need to know about them? Romantic feelings. They want to what? Raise the dead. Let me tell you something. What else? They're coming with the codependency, eh? Listen, Linda, listen. Listen up and tell them at the back. They need to keep it over there at 600 feet. This sword also speaks about what legal work. Some of you had to get a restraining order for them, right? On Keitha, as well as Malkuf. Are you mad, Black? What do they want? They want to get you to know them. Look at all of these bitches surrounding them. Bitches and mitches and whole naked baby that they're not going to tell you about. And is that Cupid amongst... Cupid! We told you about Cupid. Cupid is skullduggerous and scandalous. Cupid has access to your Akashic record, but oh no, Cupid don't like looking at that. Cupid likes to mix it up, see where the cards fall. Listen, Cupid is going to get 2 of these. Told you, these are our limb destructors. First sign of Cupid, mate, and I'm on him or her. It's a cherub, I don't know what. Listen. Look! Separation is needed and you need to continue it forever, right? Look at this shit. Lean in, big cat. This person that wants to time travel back into your life with Cupid floating around them whole naked babies, right? They're coming in full on armor and their hand can't even touch their heart chakra, blood. No, babe. This is how you'll be once they've told you all the fucking is, blood. Your brain will be washed and I can't see a flip-flop anywhere. What's that in the background? Does that look like the key of Chiron you're healing? Is that on its face? Flattened out? Look at this. I'm so confused. I picked up the clear quartz crystal to read what's on this card. Listen, this is to get rid of my subconscious and its bad energy, bad juju. I was going to get my all-seeing tortoise. What's this? Yes, indeed. It is. Good golly and gosh. It's a cross. No, they are a cross. There'll be a crosses on your back, a monkey in your back telling you all sorts of fucking A's, blood, to brainwash you, right? The key is like it's melting off the side, darling dear. All the healing that you've done will be undone, right? All of that will be effed up if you allow this person to time travel back into your life after you've cleansed yourself of them. They see you being... What? No, what the card said. You better ghost them bitches and mitches, mate. Ghost them. Give them the Casper. Answer no messages. Don't go where they be. Ghost them bitches and mitches. Ghost them. You need not explain. They know what they did and they did that shit. And they're not sorry. They come with the tiniest cup of fucking ease to tell you F shit. Right. What about this abuse? Do we use this deck? No. We'll go to another one. And I heard you trying to take the piss saying she's going to get the gold deck again. So what if I am? Leave me. I love it. I love it so much. I told you. It's the only box that I've kept. I don't know when this box is going to get the heave-ho, but right about now, I love the cards and I love this box. If you want to procure it, go right ahead. Yes, baby. Let's get another deck because we want to know about this abuse, blood. Base of the deck, you had to turn your back on the toxic and the toxicity. You had to choose you and take active movement to a new beginning. You had to take the what? The red pill, blood. The blue pill was what? Comfort zone, zemblanity, fraught and filled to the brim of F shit. Right? What about this abuse and abusive situation, abusive words that you are not taking, blood? You're not having it. You're not having it. Are you having it, big cat? Abusive with their snarky remarks, their backhanded compliments. Abusive with their words, their energies. They're for Tum and Panani when they came in with the diseases, blood. They're abusive with the pocketous, cursed nature that they have. Everything they touch turned to shit. What's this? Page of Swords. They're spying, mate. They've stepped up the hillbilly investigations, trying to see what you've got going on. And they're speaking on you, darling. They're not shy. They're not backwards and forwards. And guess what they see as they peep, right? With their creature eyes from the backwoods, right? They see you in a situation where you've bossed up. Libra energy of it all, darling. There's justice. This is your go-to move. You're in a position where you could be humanitarians, equally giving unto others. The Pentacles is something tangible. Some of you may have platforms, darling, yes, because that's the best place for them to spy. I thought I saw another card flip. The abusive ones. They want to know if you're in a position. Will you take it again? Taurus energy as well as air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Libra energy for sure, darling, yes, because we see it on this card. And the air element of the air, darling dear. Some are blaming you for the situation they find themselves in because you are not having it. Look at this. But their mouths will be shut and their eyes open. This also speaks about what others being aware of their abusive behaviors. Why? Because of how they're acting. They're behaving in certain, right, unforgivable ways. And you're not even there, blood. Just the mention of your name gets them bent out of shape. People start to see the doppelganger in them. You don't understand how silence is the best way to deal with a bottom feeder. Yes. What's this? Oh, Queen of Cups, you packed it in, darling dear. They can't what? Get your emotional password, your psychological password. This is putting a lid on it. Somebody's missing your loyalty, darling dear. They can't abuse you anymore. And they can't what? Get in your cranium and wash your brain. No, they cannot. They cannot. They cannot. Queen of Cups on her face. This is tapped in and turned up to your what? Psychic abilities, darling dears. And someone not to be crossed. Why? They carry what? Spiritual weight. The Queen of Cups, a mother, darling dears, a wife. Many hats you wore in that circumstance, darling dear, and they abused everyone, but no more. Your particular light, your je ne sais quoi, they can't get at it again. And they are stuck. They are lying. They are spying. They're trying to make decisions. How can you make decisions when your mind is feeble? They got feeble minds, blood. And I'm not picking on them. I'm just saying. I'm a pointer. What else do we need to know? They can't abuse your wallet, your pocketbook, or your handbag, or any of the seeds you sowed. Why? Your shapely back was fully turned. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power, darling dears. You know what I hate? This is off target, right? You know what I hate more than anything? Is seeing people walk around their homes clutching their robe together. Either you tie that bitch up, right? Or you let it flow in the air. I don't like to see people with the 2 pieces of cloth gathered together at their throat like they're expecting Jason to come through. Don't love it. And I hate seeing my children walking around the house with their robes like that. Let me tell you something that will get my full attention. Yeah. Get the belt or let it flow, blood. Anyhow, like I was saying, I took you off target. They can't touch anything that you've co-created in the name of Father God, Mother Isis. Yes, baby. New beginning for you. I told you the blank rune. And whatever you've been focused on, know that the sun of enlightenment and infinite possibilities, blessings of abundance is on you. You will be blessed with your soul tribe. Know this. Some of you will use your what? Your testimony, darling dear. This is what you're going to use to help other big cats stand up. Talk the truth, darling dear. You lead with facts. You have been sent to lead, darling dears. Be a leader in your field. Why? Because the strongest soldiers get the hardest tasks. And it's very hard to get to know who you are, Divine Feminine, when you're amongst the marauders of life. Well, let them spy, darling dear. Give them something to work with, Divine Feminine. Success. That lovely S. Let me get another card on these bottom feeders. Are you loving the new deck? Are you loving it, darling dears? Your ethics, darling dear, can't touch this. This is about writing a new reading for you. I told you, Professor of the Puzzle You Be, Divine Feminine. Write it down, speak it, voice it, and then burn it, darling dear. So be it mote. Stand by your ethics, right? And have your expectations right up there with it. Why? Because I told you, whomsoever's trying to come back in, they've got a whole baby that they want you to take care of. This also speaks about what? Being pregnant with the infinite possibilities. You, darling dears, are still in incubation stage, but you set it alight from tomorrow, darling dears, the 3rd until the 19th of April. Know this, right? You was dealing with people that had personality disorders, and they weren't what? Screened or given medication for it. I know, bottom feeders that are crack on crazy. Well, they've got to crack on to someone else, because you're not having it. Queen of Cups. That door is closed. Yes, baby. It's not easy out there. Look, the next 6 to 10 years. What's going to go on for the next 6? If there was a thief and a liar, that means they've been caught. They're going to live amongst what they co-created, darling dears. They've got some heavy karma for the next 6 to 10 years. That's a long flipping time, blood. Imagine the amount of lace fronts I will go for in that time. Oh, the eyelashes. And then let me even speak on the Mac. Good golly and gosh. They're about to be tied up. And it's an in-law that tried to pay a coin against you or spoke against you. Why? Because they were jealous. Let's get another deck. Base of the deck. What did I just say? And look at the 10 swords. The knife's edge, darling dear. That's where they're going to find themselves to be. Leave them there. Remember where they tried to leave you. We've got the memories of elephants round here. Let them think about your infinite possibilities as the Queen of Peace. In the upright, I might add, business acumen, knowing your worth, darling dear. You can't be bought or bartered with. And once you lose the Divine Feminine big cat, too late will be your cry for air. For air. Outrageous. Look what you're looking at. An 1111 fade. A highly spiritual number. Boss up mode. This is what mutual people working together, darling dear. Not a toxic or toxicity in sight. You are building a stable foundation, actively moving towards it, darling dears. You're too fabulous for them. And too pretty. This is wife material, darling dear. Mother material. This is about what? Being able to use the internet. The Pentacles is about the internet. Listen, I'm washing your brain now. Get on the internet, big cat. But I'm doing it for good. I told you, I'm a pointer. Sometimes I've got to push you in your spiritual back. Yeah, and I meant it. Yes, baby. Let's move on to the last one. What about your recreation? What else is it? You're wondering, is Case going for the gold? Don't judge me, darling dears. You know I love this gold deck. Yes, baby, the rebirth of you. Your ships were surely coming in. What you've been focused on, your long-term plans, you're about to be blessed. With what abundance, darling dear. Some of you will be traveling to reach said abundance. Possibly crossing waters or possibly getting, I just heard train. Somebody's going on a train journey today. You better go masked up and in your gloves, mate. Touch nothing on that train. Yeah. Your strength, darling dear. You've become a hero to some. Look at this. Loyalty, darling dears. As you recreated yourself and raised your frequency, your like-minded souls are coming in for the long term. This talks about partnerships, romantical or of the pentacalate kind, the skrillers.com. This also speaks about the longevity, the old man with the beard, people that you can truly trust and are loyal. Imagine that. You effed around and got all of this and that. Cursed nails! Sorry. Listen. Listen. Linda, listen. Listen. These nails, right, is like having a newborn baby, having you on your P's and Q's, blood. You know what a newborn baby's like. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't even go and pee without having that baby around you, mate. And you better pick them up quick. Yes. Somebody is going to get that pressure, mate. I told you the Skullduggeress, the time travel, would love to come back, trying to pretend that they're not abusive, that they've recreated themselves. How can you do that in the crevice of the devil's balls? Listen. I'm going to laugh. Eyes on everybody, divine feminine, because them is a liar, a thief, a cheater, a user, a swindler, a hoodwinker, right? A bamboozler, a back front neck tabber. They don't get this. They're a tabber, mate. They're a frenemy, right? And they're a hater. And they come with the bad vibes. Come through boozy bad ass. Eyes on everyone. As everyone's eyes are on you. The new you. The one that they can't touch this. Come through. MC Hammer. The same said ones that wanted you on a dirty dab blood when you was built for a big drum. Yes, baby. They wanted you on a crack. Taking all of this. Look at this. This is what their pantaloon looks like. Listen. I don't want to traumatize you anymore. Listen. Let me just... And hell, no. You recreated yourself, darling, this. You did. The thumbs up button. Like, subscribe, and share this message with whomsoever you feel needs to hear this is naive. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're vigilant, darling dear. This also speaks about what? The wounded warrior. This also speaks about you having had to lean back in spiritual strength. There could have been as many as 8 marauders that was against you. Well, guess what? Right? You are away from the, what was it? Was it 6 to 10 flipping years, mate? Listen, of bad luck they've called in on themselves. Did I put it down? No, I didn't. I put it back amongst the cards. Well, guess what? Nothing to do with you. This is about being vigilant in this season as you continue to recreate yourself. Because why? Your third eye are on them bitches and mitches. I told you, you're too pretty for what's going on. This is also 10 of Wands, darling dear. A burden you simply had to release in order to be the true you. Your true divinely guided self, darling dear, on this Malkuth. Let go of the people pleasing, eh? Realize that you can co-create whatever you want. The Queen of Wands already has her birth natal chart, blood, and she plans, plots, and strategizes, and acts on said plans. Some of you were wounded, deeply wounded when you left a situation, but you had the bandage on your head, darling dear. It was a wounding of the mind, something that you had to what? Work through. It took time, darling dear. Nobody can put, right, a number of days, weeks, months, or years on healing. But you're getting to that point. Some of you are there already. Bravo! You get the palms. You get the palms. Hey! You made it, darling dear. Acting on your plans, natural born leaders. The Queen of One gets the files, gets the intel, darling dears, and uses it to her or his advantage. Common sense is your go-to move. And you've got a cat watching your cat blood. Listen, you got it on lock. What else is giving them issues? Oh, look where it fell. On the thief and the liar, the codependent. What else? Right? And they're on a knife's edge, blood, where they need to be. The same knife edge they wanted you on. And this is karma. This is unable to get out of this codependent, draining situation. Well, it's their fault, blood. Justice. I told you, the wiki dubplate remix knows their address. Karma. And I told you, Divine Feminine, they will be getting tower moments for the next 6 to 10 years. Master your emotions, darling dears. Master your emotions. Understand what needed to be poured away. You had to boss up in your emotionals. This also speaks about what? Some of you will have to be what? Bossing up and getting restraining orders. You will be taking some people to court in 2022. And winning. Everything you touch is turning to gold again, the long term, darling dear. The race was not for the swift, Divine Feminine, but for what you could endure and what you realize you had to what? Endure, mate. Endure that blood clottery. Yes, you had to endure it. And your block party is for God. Stand in your ground, speak in your truth. You lead with facts, darling dear. You don't have to argue, tongue wrestling. Are you mad, blood? Stand in your ground. For your 11-11 fade 2 times, right? 2 different decks, darling dear. Because the betrayal was real, darling. They stabbed you all up and down your back chakras. Yes, baby. The 7 vital ones. They got them. What else do we need to know before we press on? Because we are already at the 68. You recreated yourself. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power. You make everything that you do, right, look effortless, right? That is what? Law number 8 of the 48 laws of power. You understood how to play a sucker to catch a sucker. Law 21. And then you did the Wendy Williams. Law 29. You planned all the way to the end, Divine Feminine. Everybody's got plans bandying them around, but you, Divine Feminine, did yours in silence. Learn to validate yourself. Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck these nails up, right? Let's go. Listen. Even the cards are in on it. Listen. Right? What did I say? You had to get away, break away, move away from these mother foes, right? Get away could be what? An escape. Or you could be going on a holiday, right? Taking a holiday and needed to break away from these bottom-feeding marauders. Why? Because all they wanted to do was fight. And you're tired of being silly. Was it Miss Sophia? All my life I had to fight. You don't have to fight with these marauding bottom feeders. It just gives you karma. And this is all they know to do is fight. They haven't got any what? They haven't got game, darling dear. Right? You've already checked their mate. Right? What does checkmate mean? It means the king is done. Finito. You said what? Sitaki. That's Swahili for I don't want it. Hey, what's this? They are clout chasers, gold diggers, or possibly a mooch, but definitely a homosexual. Somebody who has a mattress back or a dig dealer. Opportunist for sure. Right? And it's raining down on them as you rain. What did I say, Divine Feminines? The next 6 to 10 years, major karma is sitting at their table. Are you loving the new deck, darling dears? Are you loving it? Right? Oh, the nails are getting it together. They realized that I was serious. Hey! What else do we need to know? Before we press on, as we get to our meditations and our what writings of our setting of our intentions, right? What I say, you see it. Baby, we're getting what infinite possibilities. We saw the blank rune, base of the deck. Somebody's going to attempt to what? Steal your ID, identity theft, but it's not going to work. That's why they want to get close. They're tree sloth with algae in their fur, right? And a plan in their eye for you. Read the rune, Divine Feminine. You've been gifted, been blessed, right? With peace and tranquility. You know when you've got a demonic spirit in your hemisphere, or someone who what? Tends to what? Become zombified and wants you to be a zombie with them. I think not, blood. You've become what? Big in them streets, darling dear. And Divine Feminine, you are choosing to live your life intentionally, because none of us know the day, the hour, or the minute. And it's all about the life purpose, darling dear, being in your purpose, finding that passion from within, ignited by the Most High. Tree sloth with algae in their fur, looking like they need a whole bath. And antibiotics. And a restraining order, right? Look, what did I say? That sneaky page is coming through a baby or a toddler. Listen. What else? Plot twist for them blood clot. Yes, baby. There's a plot twist. There's always a twist. As you continue to inherit your infinite possibilities, Divine Feminine, it's your time. Your audience awaits. Your curtain is calling for you. Right. Going to get one final card from my FP555 Oracle Intel deck. I've got 2 decks and I've mixed them together. Yes, I know it's old, but who gonna check me, boo? Hey, what's this? Your season to breathe. Because these bitches can't kill your vibe. World card 21. You are not the same person. And you are not, I repeat, not in that same space. Why? Because I said it at the beginning. Matthew 10:14, blood. You dusted off your sandals. You left that hate and know that bad luck with them. They think that you are holding grudges, when all you hold is the facts. As you continue to what? Allow your lace front to blow in the wind of your infinite possibilities, Divine Feminine. Continue. I insist. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to Teesprings, Todd love to Patreon, or simply come back here because I will turn ups. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Divine Feminine, your haters are not ready for your next chapter, your finest chapter, as you did the 1-2 step. Come through, Ciara. I say continue. Continue to ride that wheel until it's a flat tire, Divine Feminine. You deserve it. You worked like a field hand. And don't you forget the $2.3 trillion on the tableau for motivational and creative activities online. From bricks and mortar to click and order, Divine Feminine. Get them together with your swag. And don't look back, because we know that they are what? Revelations 2:20, darling dears. Jezebel's spirits they be, and they are up for a bit of entrapment. How now, brown cow? And if you're going to get anything, get great, Divine Feminine. Get great! From the ashes, baby! Namaste! Cat, cat! Cat, cat! Sock it to her. In silence, Divine Feminine. Silencio! Give them something to talk about, amongst them. Listen, well, it's up to them, mate. You will always be their biggest story. Headliner in their feeble minds and their tiny worlds.